A.D.H.Deep-Dive, the show that's not about ADHD, but is filled with proof it exists. My name is David J. Mund. I am currently in a cabin in the middle of the woods. Maybe we'll discuss that later, but for the audio listeners, it's not super relevant for you. For the video listeners, yes, this beautiful lush forest out behind me. I'm up north in Michigan for the weekend, spent this as a little vacation retreat with Emma and the dogs, but that's neither here nor there. I am currently joined by their majesties, Katy and Andrew Scavo of Kat&Crew.com. What up, y'all?
Hello.
What's happening?
What's happening? Man, we have a lot of stuff to catch up on. And the updates I know are not even close to the updates that the amount of updates that exist at this point.
Yeah.
So we will get into the whole Kat&Crew and CrewFest of it all. But first, I have to ask, how do you keep your home 75 degrees without roasting? I feel like it's got to be a smooth 72. I'm looking at the thermostat right behind you. And that's
how, look at this guy.
How are you not sweating your asses off? I feel like, I don't know.
75 is nice.
Yeah, it's nice outside. Inside, it's like, I need to be freezing.
It's definitely like our AC. I think that's just what it is in the house, right? It's not, our AC is just not going because it's comfortable in the house. So it's technically 75, but it doesn't feel 75.
Listen, this is very much of a first world issue that I have here where I'm like, if I'm not cold inside, it's not a problem. Energy bill be damned.
If we're being fair, okay, upstairs where we sleep is at a cool 71.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's totally acceptable. 72 or below is like...
Yeah. Also, when the AC blasts on our first floor, it gets so cold.
Dude,
so you're trying to find that, like, even middle ground of... You're taking a picture. Oh, yeah.
So our husky, right, Coda?
Uh-huh.
This is his, like, spot every day when the air conditioning is going.
Aww.
Puts his face next to the register and just lets it blast on him.
Wait, was that real time? Did you just take a picture of him?
Yeah.
I just took
I saw another little paw on the side who was...
yeah, our cat Daisy is right here.
Daisy girl?
Like, I'm sorry, but you're not paying attention to me right now, and that's a problem.
Do you just have the one dog, one cat? I can't remember. Do you have two dogs?
2 dogs, 3 cats.
Good Lord.
It's a little bit of a zoo, but...
That's the crew in Kat&Crew.
Honestly, that's what it started out as. I made an Instagram so long ago, and it was so that I could post pictures of my animals, and it was called Kat&Crew. And then when I was trying to figure out what to call the business, I was like, oh, I could probably just use that because because it was also about like a collective. Like I wanted to do stuff with my friends and other artists and stuff like that. So it was me and the crew. So it just kind of transitioned. So yeah, the animals kind of were the start of the name of the business that we have now.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's as good a transition as any to hop into it. For listeners of the podcast, Katy and Andrew of Kat&Crew have been on the podcast. I think this is the fourth appearance. I can't remember.
Third.
This is the third appearance, and boy, is it the biggest appearance of them all so far. I think the first one was basically just an introduction to who you guys are as like business owners, just a conversation and kind of a get to know you, because up until that point I hadn't really I did a few like work things with Katy, but I didn't really know either of you very well. And then the second one was the big drop. You guys had a bunch of new stuff plus the new hot sauce. You guys had just gotten married. And this one, along with some Kat&Crew specific information, and honestly, a lot of this podcast is going to be you guys kind of taking it away. Y'all are at the end of this month. It is currently August 2nd as of recording? August 1st? I don't know. Okay. I've been trapped in the woods. So I don't know. August 2nd. At the end of this month, August 30th, is the inaugural CrewFest, which is more than just a music festival, although it includes music. Let's kind of go origin story with it. When did this become a concept? And then we'll kind of talk some of the details.
So we've wanted to do this for a really long time. And I know even on the last episode, we kind of hinted like this is something that we wanted to do, which is kind of cool. Like even thinking back to the first episode that we did with you, like that start, and now we're like best friends. Like you came to
Mhm.
our wedding, and everything
Mhm.
that we've said like in the podcast that we wanted to do, we've accomplished. So like
That's
a
right.
full circle moment just happened for me
Yep.
as you're talking about that.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just something that we love, right? Because we love art, we love music, and everything in between. And we just wanted to put something on that was an extension of that and that
Mhm.
we could support not only our friends, but other makers and other musicians and things like that. It really started out as let's do like a big show with all the homies, right? The
Mhm.
crew. And then we'll call it CrewFest because it's Kat and Crew. And it just kind of grew into something that I don't think we really were expecting it to grow
Sure.
into, at least for the first year. Like we're like, this is a really good idea. We have a lot of heart into it, but where it's now like transformed into was just something that I don't think either of us could have expected at all.
Whoa. Neither did the dog.
She's the house protector, so she's
It's
got to
fine.
huff it
This
every.
podcast is no stranger to dogs occasionally barking, so you're in
Yeah.
good company. It's fine.
But I think when we first started talking about this was like during the first year of the business, right?
Mhm.
Well, Katie had started the business before we met, but after we met, she was like, I'm doing this thing. I'm like, I'm all in. And then, so that first year we were together, we were like, it'd be really cool to like do a vendor show that had music. And I think we were
Yeah.
thinking like 5, 6 vendors, 3, 4 bands. And here we are. We have 11 musical acts. We have 30
Yes.
plus vendors, food trucks, henna, medium readings, tarot. We got
pickles,
pickle vendor.
Dude, okay, we're gonna touch on that because man, I'm excited about that. So yeah, well, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's crazy. Even like when we first started this, I mean, it was all about the venue, right? We had to find a venue and being like knowing both sides of what this event is, not only being a vendor that does events,
Right.
being musicians that play shows and like know that scene and things like that. We just wanted we wanted it to be done right. We didn't want to cut corners. We didn't want to make anyone feel like any negative sort of way, right? Because you have a lot of people shopping and then you have a lot of noise. And then you have certain times where there's lulls and things like that. And we just wanted it to be a really good experience. That's basically our number one priority, is that we're not trying to do anything too crazy, at least for our first year. We have a lot of hopes and dreams, but like we wanted it to be done really well and really well thought out. And so trying to find a venue where it felt like a space that was all together, but you still have that separation of you don't have bands playing on top of vendors and people shopping on top of bands. I think that was the hardest thing for us to figure out, and why we didn't quite figure it out, I guess, as early, because we wanted to do this for so long, but it was just like, but where, right? Like where can that happen?
Which let's kind of touch on that a little bit then, because and we don't need to talk specific names of places that fell through or whatever, and are necessarily numbers about how much things cost, but that is more than just a wish casting. That is a business venture, is to figure out who represents you the best, who you can partner up with, how much that costs, what the turnover is going to be, where you can place everybody. So what were some of the specifics that you were looking for in a venue, in a venue, and then without necessarily mentioning names or costs or whatever, talk about kind of the process of things falling through a little bit.
Yeah, and we didn't reach out to too many people at the beginning. It was more of, what are the venues in the area? What does that look like in this setup? We talked to a few people, but it wasn't like, here's an official inquiry, we want to have this here, and then someone rejected it. It was,
where have we been?
Yeah, where have we been? Yeah. And how could we make that work? And we had thought about maybe like the Loving Touch in Ferndale, because we love that venue. Then thinking of, there's no separation there, and it would have been really awesome. And I think that was probably our first choice as to where we were gonna
What do you mean by there's no separation there?
So it's just one big room, you know.
Oh, okay.
You walk in the back door, and you look forward and there's the stage. Like there's a little bar and a ramp and a little staging area for merch or whatever.
I see.
But then there's like a big open floor. So like if you have vendors on the walls, nobody's shopping during the set because it's loud.
Right.
Yeah.
Or people are out shopping and not looking at the acts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And everyone just kind of is on top of each other. But then we're like, but this isn't going to be a huge event. Maybe that is perfect for us for the first year. You know, we'll see how it goes. Just have a few vendors, do the bands, all that kind of stuff. And then we were like, I don't know if that's the right route. What about the Crowfoot? And then we looked at the Crowfoot and we're like, that's too big. That's way too big.
Would it have been the ballroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're thinking like vendors upstairs around the balcony.
Whoa.
And then the main show downstairs. But then also bands are playing on top of vendors, or even if you have the vendors in like the downstairs back area where they usually have merch.
Yeah.
It's just
and cost, right? That would probably be our cat's trying to take the microphone. Absolute chaos.
Which, so, while the cat's doing that, I guess I'll touch on the fact that the Loving Touch is Ferndale.
Yeah.
Crowfoot is Pontiac. Y'all are based in Detroit proper, correct?
We're in Ferndale.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Ferndale. Okay.
Yep. So trying to find something that's also centrally located because we love the area that we live in. It doesn't necessarily have to be Ferndale, but we love Metro Detroit and Detroit in general.
Right.
So the Crowfoot was something that we also thought about, but that is also a significant cost. So we're just like, I don't think that it's going to be that big, like of an event. Like it's our first year, right? We can't bite off more than we can chew. We have to be really smart about this.
Right.
And then we thought of some other smaller venues, but still it was just that we want a good experience for the vendors. We want a good experience for the bands, and we want it to feel like a cohesive event, but there's got to be some sort of separation.
Sure.
And then I think you recommended Tangent.
Yeah, I remembered it. Because I hadn't been there in years.
And I've never been to Tangent. And so he had an email for someone from a long, long time ago. So I sent an email and I was like, hey, we're kind of thinking about doing this event. Do you have any availability on this weekend? And I got a response and they're like, yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Yeah. So there's Laura. Take the microphone.
The culprit.
To the audio listeners, the thief cat just entered the frame.
Tiny Demon has entered the chat. So we wanted to see the venue space first to make sure that it kind of fit what we were thinking about. So we walked around the venue, it's such a cool venue.
It's very cool. It's two big separated rooms that both have stages, and then there's like a cool like industrial little hallway, and the whole outside is like sculpture art and murals, and it's just a very free creative space that I think really works for us.
What are they typically? Do they just list themselves as an event space?
Technically they're a gallery, so like artists can have their what do you call it?
I guess
art show,
or
launch or whatever there. I think they've transitioned a lot into like an EDM kind of venue that people frequent. Like for Movement in Detroit, they were open from like 6 p.m. on the Thursday that Movement starts to, I think they said they closed at 7 a.m. on the Tuesday.
Sick.
And they were just open
the whole time.
You know,
sick.
Lots of
I was just gonna
say
but just a constant lots of boots, lots of cats.
Yes. Yeah. And the guy that we talked to from Tangent was really cool. We love Dave.
Shout out Dave.
Yeah, he's so nice. And he kind of walked us through the space, and we were able to rent the entire interior and exterior of the space.
Sweet.
So, and there's large openings like through the main area where the main stage is, but there's walls. So there is that separation we were looking for the vendors, while still being able to be within the same space. And then anyone who didn't want to be inside, we now had the opportunity to have an entire like artist alley outside as well. And we could bring in food trucks and all sorts of different things. Because of how the space was set up, which was way more than we could have ever asked for. We were like, I remember standing in the middle of Tangent after we had walked through it and just kind of looking at each other and being like, wait,
this is happening.
It's real.
This is perfect.
It's real.
And it was one of those things of where you talk about something for so long and then just on a whim, you just send an email and all of a sudden you're standing in the space and all of a sudden it's happening. And then we booked it, and then it set in of,
now you've got to fill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which let's talk about that a little bit before we talk about like the structure of how the event is going to go, like the organization, the timeline. You then had to like, I'm sure some of this coincided with itself, but you then had to book bands and vendors. How did that process go? Because I know there was a lot of social media advertising about like, now's your chance to apply to be a vendor.
Yeah.
How did that process go?
So for the bands, it's our first year, right? We were just like,
let's reach out. Let's make like the sickest lineup of local bands.
And it's a sick lineup.
It's so good.
And so we reached out to like all of our favorite locals. We reached out to Midwest Skies, made sure y'all were available.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. We're so hyped for this. This will be our first festival in a while, and like this is the best type of festival to play.
Nice. Love it. Yeah. This is my first festival.
Fuck yeah.
You played Warped Tour.
Oh yeah, but like the local stage Warped Tour.
Oh yeah, no big deal. Just played Warped Tour, man. No big deal.
Different band.
I just forgot about Warped Tour.
Sure.
So humble.
But yeah, so we just reached out to the homies, you know, and I mean, that's local bands that we've liked for a long time. And the lineup kind of just came. And next year, I don't know what we're going to do because a lot of really good bands have reached out asking to play.
That was another thing that we were not expecting, right? Because, you know, you try to stay very grounded and level-headed. Like, even if you think, like, every single thing that you're doing is such a good idea and you're like, anyone would want to be involved in this. You don't know that, right? Because you love it. You don't know.
That's humility too. Like,
you don't know if other
people
are going to love it. And so we were like, okay, we'll book the bands and then we'll do a vendor call. And so we'll see what kind of response we get. Yeah. And then we know a lot of vendors too, so we can reach out and ask people as well. And, you know, we have a space, and if it's not this huge thing, then that's okay, right? People don't know what this is. Why would someone come to an event that they don't know anything about, right? And so when we started posting about the event, it was like the floodgates opened. And we got so many people reaching out to us. We were just like, wait, what? What do you mean? And so then we're just like, oh, I guess we could have had some sort of like
call for bands.
But we love every single band that is on the bill. We absolutely love. And we're like personal fans of them, if not friends.
Sure.
Well,
it's like a fest just for us.
Yeah. But we're sharing it with everyone else. So I don't know. It's just like, that was a really surreal, it was like the whole experience so far has just been a very surreal moment.
Sure.
For the next, because we want this to happen every year. We want this to work. We want people to love it as much as we do. And then when we opened our vendor call, we were not expecting the response that we got either. Right. And this is our first vendor event being on this side of it. And we had enough space for around like, I think like 33, 35-ish vendors.
No shit.
And we got 90 applications.
No shit. I didn't even know there was going to be that many vendors.
Yeah. And that's not even including people that reached out to us separately.
Right.
And people that we had reached out to initially
because like, would you be interested?
Would you be interested?
Like
yeah.
Which, for starters, let's talk about some of those, because like I said, you reached out to the homies, and then I imagine there's a handful of vendors that you guys have known in the space.
Yeah.
Twistful Thinking, chief among them, and then a few others. It's just, I guess, with fully understanding that you'll either forget some or not all of them can be included in this. Like, tell me about some of the vendors themselves that ended up becoming a part of this.
So we want literally everyone we know, right?
Sure.
And you also have to think of the demographic of the event that you're putting on,
right?
Which even, separating the people we know and all the submissions, saying no to people really sucked.
Yeah.
That was like, even like waitlisting, we just don't have the space, which is crazy to think about, the fact that we were like, oh, this venue is too big. Like, we're not going to be big enough. And then we got like triple the amount of vendor applications of the space that we had. Was just like out of bounds. So I'm just going to put something in. If you applied and you did not get in this year, it was nothing personal. We love everyone who applied. We were absolutely blown away and so appreciative of everyone who took the time to apply or believes in this event or shared anything or followed us, whatever. Seriously, I can't even put into words how grateful we are.
Sure.
We literally did not have the space. We were trying to fit people in like certain places. Like, how could we make this work so that we can invite more people? But we have a lot of really amazing friends in the vendor community. Unearthly Concoctions are really good friends of ours as well, and they do incredible stained glass and like pop culture written work and stuff like that. So we invited them. They were actually one of the first people that we reached out to be a part of the event. The Side Door Store is a really good friend of ours, Perry. She is an amazing vintage clothing and home decor curator. We obviously have Twistful Thinking. We have Poor Virgo, who is a friend of ours that we met through the vendor scene. Hell Camino Candle Co. or Hell Camino Co. Yeah, candles. That's a very good friend of Andrew's.
Lots of people.
Friends.
I was gonna say, if you don't know them all off the top of your head, I can't remember 33 people's names, let alone their businesses.
Yeah. Danny, Andrew's best friend / the drummer in No Vision, he is an incredible fine artist. He does like painting and prints and all that good stuff.
Right on.
His lino cut set up.
Yep, he's going to set up there too and sell his art.
So aside from just vendors specifically, there was a few things that you wanted. Like, you had reached out and put specific call outs to, and I kind of want you to touch on this a little bit. I don't think it fell through. I think it officially landed, but like painters and I don't know if you found a tintype artist, but those specific, what were some of the specific types of artists or vendors that you were looking for that you ended up finding?
So we wanted like experiential vendors.
Yes. Sorry, that's the word that I was looking for. Experiential vendors.
Yeah. So we were looking, so for this fest, whenever you go to a vendor festival, you go, you shop for an hour or so, you leave. We wanted this to be like the underground Warped Tour.
Yeah, we need something to keep people there.
Yeah. And we want you to want to stay there and have fun, not drag it out. We want you to get there at the start, blink, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just had the best day ever. And it's the end of the day and I experienced the whole thing. So we reached out to a tintype photographer and a few other types of photography. But we also didn't know that we didn't realize that it was Labor Day weekend. When we booked the venue.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So we just had no idea, right? We're like, oh, this date's open. Let's grab it. Right. So we have a lot of people who are interested in attending, but also it's a holiday weekend. So a lot of people are out of town, which is just something that
doing as Michiganders do.
But it might also be the opposite in that there's going to be a bunch of people in town who aren't usually in Detroit.
Yeah. So, but we did find a really amazing live painter And
tell me about that a little bit, because you mentioned that offhand, and I could not wrap my head around that as a concept.
So the original live painter who was going to paint by the stage, he realized that he could no longer attend.
Sure.
So we found another live painter who does these really amazing like landscape, like very nature inspired paintings. So she's going to be set up there, but she is going to be live painting. So she's just going to have a canvas and paint all day. She'll sell her artwork as well. And then she's going to have a community painting so that anyone who comes to the event can walk up and
I love that.
Yeah, add to the painting. So she'll be painting, and then if you come to the fest, you can also be a part of a painting.
Also be painting.
Yeah.
Now, is that like a add whatever you want to this canvas and it'll kind of be like a graffiti wall type thing, or like a color by or paint by number, like there's like a bunch of different sections for people to paint in?
I honestly have no idea.
Okay, cool. That's a bet.
Yeah, find out.
Yeah. So, yeah, we have the live painter, and then we have a really incredible henna artist, so you can come and henna done. And then we also have a tarot reader, an oracle reader, and a medium, so you can get three different types of readings.
I'm gonna go in and ask, is my band going to bomb tonight?
Oh man. You gotta manifest the good stuff before you but yeah, so we'll have because we also tried to keep it as like different, what am I trying to think the word of, like a variety of different vendors. So
a little something for everyone.
Yeah. We'll have like a flower bar, so you can come like make a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Just a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of really cool stuff. And then like incredible food. We've got 2 really amazing food trucks. We've got a really amazing like pastry and snack vendor. We have a pickle vendor. We have a
brother.
Yeah. And it's
Katie just messaged me and said, do you like pickles? I'm like, this is such a vague question, but as long as it's not bread and butter, I'm good.
Yeah.
And she's like, good, because we've got a pickle vendor.
Should be slanging pickles.
Yeah. Wait, I might have stepped on your toes when you said that name. Say it again.
Jackal the Pickle Witch.
Jackal the Pickle Witch.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Friend of mine's partner, Jacqueline. She slangs pickles, you know.
We're
pickle
very
slanger
about it.
So in addition to like the sales and stuff of like wares and items and accessories, I guess Jackal the Pickle Witch chief among them, but you got some food vendors as well, or does Tangent do the food?
So we have food vendors as well. So we brought in food and coffee, and then Tangent has their own bar, like fully stocked bar.
So you guys didn't need to acquire a liquor license or anything like that, because it's all done through Tangent.
No, it's all acquired through Tangent, and then as long as the food trucks have their permits to sell in Detroit, we're good to go.
So and then
if I get shit-faced, it's not on you.
Exactly. No.
Okay, sweet. Good.
Just make James drive you home.
Yeah. Oh, he will. I'm a passenger princess through and through.
Sorry, James.
James.
No, not me. A little bit.
Yeah. So, obviously, you know that I am gluten-free. I don't think a lot of people who don't know us very personally, know that I'm gluten-free. So dietary restrictions are important to me on a personal level, but also
as a veggie boy, I commend you.
Yeah. But also like even dietary restrictions in general are very important to me. I like a lot of family and friends all have a variety of different things that they can and cannot eat. And that's something that I, even at our wedding, like making sure that everyone could eat something and not just like, oh, here's a salad, like, oh, you're gluten-free, or oh, you're vegetarian, like here's a salad with
some good food
in it. Like I want there to be meal options for everyone. So we found 2 really incredible food trucks, Vegged Out and K-Dub's Grill, and they're able to accommodate gluten-free, vegetarian, vegan, peanut-free. There is soy. That was the only thing that was hard for us to figure out. But yeah, a lot of really, really good food. And then we have a gluten-free and vegan pastry and snacks vendor, Junk Jewels. Incredible. The amount of love I have for her and the pastries that she makes. Like I just get to eat gluten-free Pop-Tarts now.
Yeah.
Dude, we were talking
or cosmic brownies.
We had a
gluten-free cosmic brownie.
We had an event coming up and I was talking with Katy just about breakfast foods and she's like, I miss Pop-Tarts so much. And then we go to this event and we're literally next to Junk Jewels and she's like, oh, I have my own Pop-Tarts. And we're like, what? And she's like, yeah, everything I make is gluten-free and vegan. And Katy about left her body.
I did. And then I walked over and I saw the word cosmic brownie.
I love cosmic
good
brownies.
God.
Cosmic brownies are everything and I am nothing.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Star Crunch man myself.
What the hell is a Star Crunch?
I have absolutely no idea, but it's sold right next to the Cosmic Brownies. It's like a circular. It's like a.
Like, never heard of them.
I don't know.
It's like an ultra processed, no bake cookie with like nougat in there as well.
Okay. I'm looking it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I never had one of these, but
yeah?
they look good.
Yeah. It's in the junk food section.
For the
Yes. See, there you go. Yeah. Right? Yeah. What does it say it is on the front?
Cookies and caramel and crisp rice.
All right, so I wasn't crazy far off.
No.
It's a circular disc of chocolate and nougaty goodness.
Yeah.
Which, before we continue on to CrewFest, favorite Pop-Tart if you're
brother,
if you're forced into a corner?
It depends, but if we're going sweet, s'mores all day.
All right. Do you toast your Pop-Tart?
Yeah, that's the poppin' Pop-Tart.
All right.
No, if you don't toast your Pop-Tart, you are a serial killer.
I get it, but I thought it was my whole life it was kind of an on-the-go thing.
Are you a serial killer? No. I married a serial killer.
I didn't even know, like, growing up, I didn't even know you toasted a Pop-Tart, but it was
Same.
like my parents.
That's just your upbringing.
Yeah.
Same. I just grab it on the way out the door and eat it on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you toast it, then you grab it on the way out the door. It cools off on the way to the bus, and then you enjoy it.
Admittedly, it is better out the toaster.
For sure.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
But if we're talking...
Tell us how you really feel.
Like the fruit flavors...
Come on, say it.
Wild berry.
Was that the one with like the crazy pattern on the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, the purple and teal.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But God.
Come on, buddy. Do it.
A strawberry.
All right, you're wrong.
With frosting.
Okay, yes.
Without the frosting, get out of town.
Yeah, for real. One of my biggest... Well, I was just going to say my biggest regrets, but one of the biggest flaws of Pop-Tarts is I don't believe that there is a frosted blueberry kind. I think it's just blueberry.
No, there is frosted blueberry.
Is there?
Yeah, there.
We never got those, but blueberry is the best. Fruity, brown sugar, cinnamon.
That's my favorite.
It's a good one. It's see.
Yeah.
Well,
see, my favorite. I grew up on the brown cinnamon sugar one.
Yeah, same.
And then also would get wild berry or strawberry, but like the brown sugar was the one that I had the most.
Did they used to come in like a variety pack?
Sometimes.
Maybe.
I think they did back in the day.
And then my house would ignore the cherry ones.
Yeah, you don't eat those.
Yeah.
Throw them out.
I didn't think they were bad, but like you would eat.
Yeah. Box filler, yes. It's to fill the negative space.
But like, because the cinnamon sugar and like the wild berry were actually the two flavors that I was talking about. Like, man, I wish I could just eat that.
Specifically.
And those are the two flavors she had.
Hell yes.
But then like the next time we saw her, she had like a
cream cheese.
Some like lemon cream cheese Pop-Tart and like I think it was an elderflower.
Whoa.
Frosting.
I don't know.
It was so good.
I just deleted it. Like it was so good.
So to bring it back into CrewFest, the way that it's gonna work is I'm gonna eat my weight in all the vegetarian vegan food, have my fill of Tangent Gallery provided alcohol, which of course I believe it's not like an open bar thing. You're paying for.
Yeah,
I'll be paying for that. And then like an after dinner at a wedding snack treat, I'll be grabbing myself a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your whole day planned out.
Yeah.
That's you damn right. Oh yeah, I have to play music somewhere in there as well.
Yeah, at some point. You know, you're just throwing that in. You know?
That's a perk.
But yeah, no, the food trucks, they're not going to be there at the same time. We have like
cool
coming in one earlier in the day and one the second half of the day. So yeah, vegged out, the like all vegan food is like smash burgers and chicken sandwiches and all that kind of stuff, but it's vegan. And it's insane. It's so good. Like, it doesn't even matter if you eat meat or anything. Like, we wholeheartedly recommend this food truck. And then K-Dub's Grill is like, I don't know.
Chef's kiss.
It's like bar food, but it's like
Philly cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteaks.
All right.
But she'll like put it on a bed of rice if you can't eat bread, or
yeah.
She has vegetarian options.
Yeah, and they're probably my favorite food truck in the area. They vend a lot at Urban Rest when we pop up there. And I'll never forget the first time that I tried one of their Philly cheesesteak rice bowls. And I was like, well, we have to try to make this at home. So we attempt. It's never as good as theirs because, I don't know, they put something in it that makes it like mind-blowing. But
when you make things out of a food truck, it locks in the flavors.
Yeah. So it's really good. And then we also have a coffee pop-up. So we're going to have a little cup of Joe.
Hell yeah. So, but before we go into the rest of the event, the event timeline structure, I guess let's first say, what time does it start? What time are basically doors? And what time is it ending?
It starts at 2.
Okay.
Goes until 11 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Last band goes on at like 10:15.
He's playing with our dog right now.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. I thought you had a very itchy leg. So first chunk of time, vendors, schmoozing, food, socializing. Then while the vendors continue, there is an acoustic set, correct?
Yep, we've got 3 super talented acoustic acts. They're good. They're so good.
They are so good.
Definitely.
So when you get there doors are at 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna have some like music playing for like the first 30 minutes over the speakers and stuff, just kind of a chill welcome to the fest vibe. And then our acoustic acts will be on from 2:30 to 4:30.
Okay.
And then we'll have kind of a 30-minute just like the house music, again, little intermission. And then the heavier bands go on from 5 to 11. Yeah.
All the acts, including the acoustic acts. What do we got?
So we have George Montrell, we have Carmel Lamberti, we have Lucas Powell. Those are our acoustic acts.
Right on.
And then we've got Midwest Skies.
Never heard of them.
Skies. They're playing. We have No Vision, my band, The Warped Tourists, Great Plains, Fane, Loud Fox Cult. I'm missing somebody. The Pandies.
Did you say Great Plains?
I did say Great
Sure
Plains.
did. Hot, called out.
Yeah.
Not cutting this part.
You're welcome.
No, I think
Is that everybody? Oh, there's
No Vision,
8
Midwest
acts.
Skies.
Oh, Come Out Fighting?
Come Out Fighting.
How did I forget the homies?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have No Vision, Midwest Skies, Loud Fox Cult, Fane, The Warped Tourists, Come Out Fighting, The Pandies, Great Plains. Why do I feel like I also missed someone again? We're so bad at this.
I totally get it. Main thing is there's a lot of really talented musical acts that will be playing from 2:30 to 11 o'clock.
Yes.
And then in the interim, during that little like pause, is there some sort of like, hey, everybody, we're going to start bringing the live acts on, or is it just going to happen?
I think it's just going to happen.
It's just going to happen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing any sort of like centrally addressing everyone, or you once the doors are open, you are now doing the business thing?
Yeah, we might. Like, we're not vending. It's like we'll have CrewFest merch that's being sold.
Cool.
But, like our Kat&Crew will not be set up.
Which is something that eventually we want to do, right? Because this is all based off of our business too. But just the first year, and with how much is happening, we're going to be running around, and knowing me too, like seeing so many people that I love all in one place.
You don't want to be working.
And it's about the homies.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to show off our friends.
Yeah.
And our very talented friends, you know?
Yeah.
So like, hey, go check out Danny's art. Go grab a candle from Mike. Hey, you like jewelry? Nina's here.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And so many other vendors, right? Like we love every single vendor that's a part of this.
Yeah.
And it's even, we've all had like these conversations during the planning and everything, like even listening to the bands of like, how are these like people not so big and popular? How are they just local bands or local vendors? Like their stuff is so good. Sure. Like everyone, hey, like look how great they are. Like we're Kat&Crew, it's fine, but like look how how cool everyone is.
Yeah, it's not about us at this point. Yeah. We're just we're showcasing our friends.
Yeah.
Do you have a central, because listen, this is the A.D.H.Deep-Dive. Gotta talk about some sort of negative self-talk. Do you have any like anxieties that you have not been able to shake yet about this, aside from just like putting on an event? What are some of the, like, not to put it out into the air, knock on wood that none of this happens, but some of the like top line fears that you guys have about things that could go wrong, or do those even exist?
Nobody's gonna come.
Yeah.
You think is that a for real like thought of yours?
Well, because you don't know how the first year's gonna go.
Sure.
Like, you have nobody
knows about this event.
Yeah,
right? Like,
no expectation.
It's not like we have photos from last year. We can be like, oh, it was so much fun, or a video that's like, oh wow, that looks so cool.
Yeah,
it's like people, you know, even going to events or going somewhere new, you're like, well, I don't know, right? Who's all going?
Yeah.
Right. What's the parking situation like?
Right.
Yeah.
What is the parking situation like?
Is it on the street? Park on the street.
Okay. Free for all.
It's Detroit.
Tons of parking around the venue.
Okay. The venue does have a security guard that will be monitoring the surrounding streets.
Okay.
So it's relatively safe, but relatively safe. It's
safe. They don't have any like incidents. Just be smart about it. I mean, be smart about where you go. Literally anywhere.
Lock your car.
Lock your car. Don't just keep valuables, because it doesn't really matter the area. Just be smart about it. But we do have security basically everywhere.
Yeah.
So we plan for that. But yeah, it's I mean, I have anxiety, so I'm just always anxious, and planning really big events when you have so much heart in it, there's something that's always going to go wrong. And we didn't think that planning would be smooth, right? Because nothing's ever smooth. And we've had a lot of positive things happen, but it has not been a smooth experience at all, because you're dealing with a large scale event, a lot of people, a shortened timeline, because we were like, oh wait, we just booked a venue and now it's in a couple months, and we have to do so much stuff that we've never experienced before. We've just we're vendors and also know the music scene, so we understand how these things work, but we've never done all of that ourselves.
Sure.
So, but it really is the who's going to show up. We just want people to come. Please come to our event.
Which before we get to the I guess the final phase, of telling people how they get involved, how they get signed up for the event, how they get tickets or whatever. And I guess we can cut this if it's not relevant. I didn't think about this being potentially not relevant or information you can share. How did the process go about finding sponsors for the event? Aside from just the vendor of it all?
So sponsorships were something that we didn't really consider.
Kind of an afterthought.
It was kind of an afterthought, right? Because this event isn't about we're not trying to make a profit. We're not trying to just money grab or anything. It was just, hey, let's just put on a punk show and
showcase the homies.
Showcase the
if we break even, cool. If not, whatever.
Because we're doing it because we love it. And a friend of ours recommended that we try to get sponsorships, and so we talked about it a little bit more, and we're like, okay, these sponsorships, they have to be in line with our values, and have to want to support the community and so many things. And so we really looked at kind of who we would consider reaching out to, because that was something that we're not just going to ask anyone to be a sponsor. We're not just going to put anyone's name on our stuff. Like, you have to align with what this is all about.
Right.
And our values have to match, and all that kind of stuff. So that was a pretty decent process. But we weren't expecting anything out of it.
Sure.
And we have some people that are interested, which we're still working out right now. But as of right now, we haven't really gotten any sponsorships,
okay.
And which is totally fine, because like getting sponsorships is not an easy task. And
right.
And even with like how the world is right now, like
right.
a lot of businesses aren't taking on sponsorships.
Even just asking someone, could you fund this thing you know nothing about? It's
Yeah.
a big
Right.
ask.
And that I think is our biggest hurdle, is that we're reaching out to people and saying, I need you to believe in this thing that we have zero data to back.
Right.
But I can say, hey, we've had tens of thousands of people interact with our social media. We have an extremely high open rate on our email marketing. We are expecting this amount of people, but we don't know that. We're just trying to do something and support the community in a space that currently doesn't have anything like what we're doing.
Right.
And so it's just asking people to give us a chance, which if they don't, that's okay, because
you don't know us.
You don't know us.
This is the proof of concept.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that moving forward, hopefully it will be different, which is, I mean, we want the first year to be incredible, amazing.
Mm-hmm. But hey, Warped Tour wasn't the Vans Warped Tour on the first year.
Damn right.
Just the Warped.
Damn right.
And it was a massive failure.
Was the first Warped Tour a massive failure?
Yeah.
There was like there's
didn't make any money.
Right.
Well, not that that's the goal, but like,
sure,
nobody showed up, and then Vans was like, "What's up?"
Right.
We like that.
Yeah. So
at least I'm paraphrasing, probably.
Yeah. I don't want to.
No. The executive of Vans went, I'm in.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just kind of, and also, even if we don't end up with sponsorships this year, that's okay, because hey, we put it on ourselves,
the homies,
with our friends and the people we love and the people that we support, and we're not here to make a profit. Like, all the money we're making is going straight back into the event, whether it's to keep like vendor costs low, right? Because we have a lot of expenses that we're fronting, or paying all the bands, like what everyone deserves, and being able to make every year, because we want to continue to do this just even better. We're not trying to pocket anything. We're just trying to put it straight back in the community, because the more that we get, the more that we can do with it, and the more good we can do with it. And that's what it's all about. This is purely about supporting our community and just making something really cool.
Sure. Yeah. So final thing before we talk about the ticketing and all that stuff. I know it's kind of high concept, already covered that stuff, but what would make this, let's do some expectation setting for your own selves in the way that we kind of put this out into the universe before on a previous podcast. Did you know it was going to happen as soon as it did? No. Did you know it was going to happen eventually? Yes. You wanted to hope that it would turn out as well as it appears to be heading. What are some expectations that you have that would make you feel like you've done that you've done it? Like, not like the best possible scenario that could ever happen. It's packed. Everybody makes $1 million, and then, all the bands blow up, and then Kat&Crew is a household name. But like, what would make you feel like, hey, we did all right?
I know what I would say, but
go for it. Say it.
Okay.
Do it, lady.
Do it.
I just want people to have a good time. At the end of the night, I want people to come and to have fun, and I want them to stay and enjoy, like, shop, experience all the things that we have there, listen and watch all the bands, like, support everyone, follow the vendors for bands, stuff like that, come hang out. And just like at the end of the night, if you're just like, wow, that was a really fun fest, I would come back. or vendors, that was a really great experience. Even if it wasn't like you're not making like thousands of dollars or something, but I just want everyone to have a positive experience and have a fun time and to enjoy themselves. And that's really all that I could ask for.
Same.
So prophetic.
Same,
God,
dude.
so prophetic.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want everyone to come and have a great time. The more people, the better, obviously. But yeah, just come and have a good time.
Mm-hmm. And maybe one day Liquid Death will sponsor us, because
dude, I was trying to dance all over that. I didn't know.
So many waters.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that or not.
No, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it was just like it was a stupid little thing, fun, you know? And then it turned into just promoting the festival and shotgunning water, which so many people don't know what Liquid Death is still to this point.
That's nuts to me.
I did the video of me shotgunning one at work, and my boss came up to me after she saw the video and was like, we need to talk.
No,
like, literally water.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, some of that appeal was like, there's the layers of appeal, but like, to those who don't know, I guess Liquid Death it can be carbonated, but it's water in a can. Their slogan is "Murder Your Thirst." It's dark skull death adjacent imagery, and some of the like appeal is like, well, first of all, it's just canned water, which is good rather than plastic. But like, it was a good way, especially when it was mostly unknown, for people who are going to like a bar or whatever, who are sober, who don't want the like social pressure of like, what, you're drinking water. It looks like a beer can.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny that she thought it was a beer can.
And we're shotgunning it, so it's like
right.
So
yeah. Just being out here, just being a couple of dumb kids, just trying to get Liquid Death to notice that, even if they just wanted to like be a part of the event, like it doesn't even have to have any
you know, I don't care.
Yeah.
But
Liquid Death. Just get involved. You don't know what you're missing out on. Let me talk directly to my camera. Liquid Death. Come on, dude. What are you doing? Okay.
Come on, dude.
Come on, man. So, aside from Liquid Death and the vendors and the bands, how do attendees become a part of this event? How does ticketing work? What can you get? What are some of the perks of other ticket tiers?
We've got 2 tiers. We've got general admission, $15.
Okay.
You can get your ticket at the door, or you can go to Kat&Crew.com, follow the steps for CrewFest. And then we've got a second tier, which is the Punk Pass, which is for pre-sale only. It'll be open until about 5 days before the event. With that, you get admission. You get a commemorative CrewFest tote that's full of swag from not only from CrewFest, but a couple of other vendors as well. And you get the satisfaction of knowing that your $50 went to the people that are in the event, right? That will help us pay the bands more. That will help us fund the event for next year.
And this year.
I mean, we're broke, right? Like we for our business, and we've talked about this on other podcasts, everything we make goes straight back into the business, right? So it's all just like this perpetual thing. Same thing for CrewFest. We would love for CrewFest to be an annual event that's paid for by the year before.
Right.
So you're helping us help the people involved. We're not taking a paycheck. It's just getting pushed out to the rest of the people involved.
Yeah. And that allows us to have like lower booth fees for vendors, because I mean, in a dream world, this would be a fully free event. And wouldn't have to charge anyone anything, because that's just not what it's about. But we have to be able to afford to even put the event on. So we're throwing literally everything we have at the event. And again, we don't have sponsorship, so we're doing it. And so that just kind of like, you get admission, you get a cool tote filled with stuff. and you're a part of this, right? Even if it's just general admission,
right.
Like you purchasing a ticket and showing up means that you believe in this and you're helping us make it happen. So, and that's the crew part of it, right? CrewFest. Like if you come, you are now a part of our crew, you are now a part of our community, and we're doing this together, which I think is really powerful.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just found our clip for the episode. That moment right there. Sponsored by Andrew's High School Musical rendition.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to recap that, August 30th, doors are at 2 o'clock, goes from 2 to 11, $15 general admission, $50 includes the Punk Pass, which is a swag bag and also an investment in the community and future CrewFest events, as well as perks for some of the vendors to make things a little bit more affordable to be a part of it. Tangent Gallery in Detroit proper, Kat&Crew. And where do they go again to get tickets? Is there a separate website, or do they go to your website?
Our website, catandcrew.com.
So go to Kat&Crew. That's KATANDCREW.com. Not only can you get the tickets to what is going to be an otherwise incredible event, but if you enter the promo code Monday, that's MUNDAY for 10% off your first purchase. There's see store for details, of course. There's a few things that you can get for 10% off on your first purchase. All right, guys. Anything else that you want to throw at the wall before we get you out of here?
We highly recommend that you buy tickets in advance.
Yes.
There will be tickets at the door, like Andrew said, but you just get in faster, and it makes things so much smoother if you already have your ticket, scan, get in the door. Do
you have physical tickets, or are these all digital?
We have physical tickets too, if anyone wants to buy physical tickets, but you'll just pay admission at the door and you'll get right in.
Sure.
So highly recommend that. We're also going to have CrewFest bingo.
Okay, I heard you say bingo, and I was like, is he doing a bit? I don't know.
No, we're actually...
I forgot
to talk about it. Yeah, we haven't posted about it yet, but we're going to dive a little bit more into details, but we're going to have like an experiential CrewFest bingo card.
Oh, right, you were telling me about this. Okay, again.
Yeah, that you can play, and we're going to have some pretty cool prizes.
So the free space is basically I entered. I attended CrewFest. Yes, admission.
Yep.
Then whatever, like I saw No Vision. I visited Twistful Thinking, or what, like things like that.
Yeah, it's not going to be band and vendor specific, but it is going
to
be interacting with the bands and the vendors and the event in itself. And we'll have a really cool prize if you fill out the whole board, and that also involves staying the whole time until the end. So that would be like our number one CrewFest fan getting something pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, guys, anything else that the people should know?
Nah.
And with that, thank you very much for joining. Yes, come to CrewFest. One more recap. Beginning at 2 p.m. from 2 to 11 at Tangent Gallery in Detroit, August 30th, CrewFest 2025, the inaugural CrewFest, the first of many. Maybe in the future it's the... whatever, I was just going to say the Liquid Death CrewFest, but no, it's going to be the Kat&Crew CrewFest. You're not getting bought out. This is your event, damn it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but if anyone wants to sponsor us in the future, we won't say no.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, again, thank you very much for joining the A.D.H.Deep-Dive, the show that's not about ADHD, but is filled with proof it exists. Katy and Andrew, you go ahead and hold on the line. Thank you very much for joining this episode of the A.D.H.Deep-Dive, and we will see you next time. One step to